بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النور وعليه اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النور وعليه اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النور وعليه. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Saida Bano. And I'm a mindset coach and I'm a faith-based mentor, and I help my clients, alhamdulillah, on the journey of evolution, and so that they can heal from their mental, their emotional and their spiritual blockages, and they can inshallah show up in the world as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has destined them to be, to live meaningful, purposeful lives, inshallah, living to the highest potential. So if you're here for the first time, inshallah, I'd like to welcome you all to this first guided meditation with myself, and pray that today's space, inshallah, allows you to experience, even if it's just for a brief moment, peace, harmony, flow, gratitude, hope, inshallah. And for those of you that have been benefiting from these sessions and have joined me regularly, I hope that you are experiencing a greater level of peace and clarity and flow, inshallah, in your lives. So inshallah, in today's session, we're going to begin with relaxation, surrender, and bringing ourselves into a state of presence. And then from that, we're going to move into a state of gratitude and then hold that state, inshallah. And from that place, once we're in that state of gratitude, then inshallah, we're going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our needs. So this is, for me, I very much like to focus more on the internal state. And from that internal state, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our needs. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what is in our hearts. So my meditations, I would say, are more focused, like I said, internally. So it's not necessarily what you're uttering on the tongue. I want you to allow your heart to speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, so we're not going to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from that state of hopelessness or fear or worry or a state of stress and anxiety, but we're going to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from that place of gratitude, from a place of shukr, from a place of abundance. And then, inshallah, when we make that dua, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for goodness in whatever needs we have, inshallah. So too often we lose ourselves in our thoughts and in our worries, and we forget to be grateful for all that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, for all of our possessions, for all the people that we have in our lives, for all the infinite blessings that He's constantly showering upon us. And too often we neglect the present moment, the moment that we have, in favor of, what is to come. So we so focused on the worry about the future, and we grieve about what's taken place in the past. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He reminds us that if you are grateful, and He reminds us of this in Surah Ibrahim, ayah 7, that if you are grateful, I will certainly give you more. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying that if you are grateful, I will give you more. Okay, and often we think we're grateful because we say those words of gratitude, but in fact, our state isn't a state of gratitude. And inshallah, what we want to do through this guided gratitude meditation is to experience the state of gratitude. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's generosity, this is a saying of Hazrat Ali ibn Abu Talib, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's generosity is connected to gratitude. And gratitude is linked to an increase in His generosity. The generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not stop increasing unless the gratitude of the servant ceases. So the more we are grateful and truly grateful, we're in a state of gratitude, the more the blessings will increase. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam say in Hadith Qudsi says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, I am to my servant as he thinks I am. So what opinion do we have of Allah? What opinion do we hold of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Islam teaches us what? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bounteous, He's merciful, He's loving, He's constantly providing, He's infinitely gracious. So we therefore, as Muslims, we should be living a place, living from this place of confidence, from a place of certainty, yaqeen and tawakkal and gratitude, inshallah. But what does the ego like to do? The ego likes to prove the contrary, that, you know, that there isn't God. And, you know, it likes to take us to a place of fear, likes to take us to a place of loneliness, likes to take us to a place of separation from God. So it's so important that we actively and consciously we practice the practice of gratitude. And therefore, when we increase our and cultivate the practice of gratitude, inshallah, in our lives, we will attract more abundance, greater prosperity, greater peace, as opposed to being dependent upon the ego that is constantly taking us into a state of anxiety and constantly persisting in fear. Okay, so how do we practice gratitude? So actively and consciously practicing gratitude in Islam is the key to a life of abundance, a life of prosperity, and a life of peace and joy. I think some of you might have received the session activity, which was to list down the things that you're grateful for. So consciously and actively thinking about the things that you are grateful for, from the biggest blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to the smallest, to the apparent, to the hidden, but just becoming more conscious of the blessings that He has bestowed upon us, and doing that activity when you're writing it down actually kind of makes you more aware of His blessings, even though we think that we're aware of them. But actually doing the written, the journaling, like the gratitude journaling, is much more powerful, so that when we practice the gratitude meditation, it becomes more powerful, because you already become aware of some of the infinite blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon us. So inshallah, with this guided meditation, inshallah, you're going to feel more grounded and more grateful for what is in your life right now. And this will help you grow and appreciate what you've been given. And inshallah, from this place and from this state of abundance, we're going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our du'as to be fulfilled. And like I mentioned earlier, it's more about asking from the heart than asking from the tongue, truly asking from the heart, feeling that within our heart, and actually seeing the very best outcome of our du'as. Okay, what is the best outcome? You know, when we're asking for, Ya Allah, grant us good health, are we seeing ourselves healthy? Okay, so getting yourself into that state of gratitude and then seeing yourself healthy and living, you know, functioning in a way that you would want to be functioning if you were fully healthy, you had lots of energy. If you're praying for your, you know, that your children are guided, are we seeing them living a life in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with them? If we're wanting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put love and mercy in our marriage, are we seeing that? Are we seeing the very best outcome? So this is aligning what we're seeing in our mind and what we're feeling in our heart, aligning that so that there is no misalignment. Yeah, it's completely aligned with what we're asking for. Yeah, there's no conflict in our thoughts and in our emotions. So this is the essence of dua. Okay, there's an inner dimension to the dua, and this is the essence of it, that what we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So like I mentioned, if we were praying, Ya Allah, put love and mercy and compassion in my marriage, are we seeing the very best outcome in that through, you know, in our mind's eye? And then how does that make us feel? Yeah, if your du'as are being answered, how does that make you feel? You should be able to feel that, you know, you should feel that happiness and that joy of a loving, happy, prosperous marriage. Yeah, so we're going to go into, inshallah, we're going to relax, bring ourselves into a state of relaxation and surrender, which is the state of Islam. And then we're going to move into the state of gratitude, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when my servant is grateful, I increase for him. And then once we're in that state of gratitude, then inshallah, from that place, we're going to ask for our du'as to be fulfilled. If you're uttering on your tongue, make sure that what you're seeing in your mind's eye and what you're feeling inside of your heart and inside of your body is all in alignment. Yeah. So it's the same, basically. You're seeing the best outcome. You're feeling like your du'as are being answered and you're in a state of gratitude, inshallah. So inshallah, with that, we will begin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So I want you to just take a couple of minutes, just a few moments, and get yourself into a comfortable position. Okay. Ideally, you want to be sitting in an upright position, not lying down or not on a bed, because chances are you'll associate that with sleep and you will fall asleep. Okay, so we want to stay awake throughout this session. We want to stay conscious throughout this session. Okay, so I want you to just get yourself in a nice, comfortable position, you know, free from any distractions. And make sure that you can sit in that position for at least 20-25 minutes. So if you're crossing your legs or you're sitting on the floor for 20-25 minutes, you might find it a little bit uncomfortable and might need to change posture. So find a position that you can sit in for 20-25 minutes without having to change your position or move around. Okay. And ideally, the best times for us to practice both gratitude and dua are early in the morning, at tahajjud or fajr time, or late at night. Again, because there's fewer distractions. I find the early mornings much better than doing it at night time, especially if you're a mom with teenagers. Even late at night, there's still activity happening. Okay, so Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inshallah, we're going to start with Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. I want you to just take a few deep breaths. And let your chest rise and fall with each inhalation and exhalation. Breathe and let go. Allow your eyes to close. And breathe and let go. And with each breath, you're entering into a state of presence with Allah. And breathe, surrender, and let go. Breathe a little slower. Breathe a little deeper. Just bring your attention to your breath. And with each breath, allow the tension in your body to simply dissolve away. Breathe and let go. You're entering into God's divine presence. Breathe and let go. In this place, there's only peace and there's only harmony. You're in God's infinite ocean of love and mercy. So let go of all your worries and all your tension. Simply hand them over to Allah. Breathe. Relax. Surrender and let go. God is infinitely merciful, infinitely generous, infinitely loving. So simply breathe and let go. Let go of any tension in your head. Just bring attention to that area of your body and just simply ask it to surrender. Surrender your head, your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your hands and your fingers. Relax and surrender. Your abdomen, your hips, your upper thighs, your calves, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Bring yourself into a state of Islam, into a state of peace, relaxation, surrender and flow. I want you to slowly and gently just bring your attention around the area of your heart. Focus on the feelings of love, of compassion, of empathy and forgiveness. And with your attention on your heart center, I want you to bring to mind someone that you are truly grateful for. Bring your attention to how this person nourishes your life, how they bless you with their presence. And visualize them. See their face before you. And allow yourself to be reminded of how much they mean to you. If there's any frustrations or any conflict, just simply allow it to float away. Float away out of your heart, out of your body, out of your mind. And focus on the gratitude of the blessing of them in your life. And with each person that filters through your mind, I want you to briefly remember 1 or 2 happy memories with them. And fill your heart with gratitude for having shared those memories. How do these people bring value into your life? How do they enrich your life? And feel shukr inside your heart for this blessing. Allow your heart to fill with the gratitude of having these souls in your life, these individuals in your life. Allow your heart to fill with gratitude. I want you to take a few moments and feel grateful for the life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed you with. This life which is an imana, which is a trust. Feel gratitude for this life. For the gift of being alive. For the gift of being healthy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you as part of His divine plan. To feel grateful that He honored you with this life. And fill your heart with gratitude for being alive. And hold this in your heart for a couple of moments. Breathe in this gratitude and allow it to fill every cell of your body. Think about and bring to mind some of the gifts that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed you with. I want you to think about 3 gifts. I want you to bring them to your conscious awareness. And as I say each number, I want you to just bring to your conscious awareness that gift, that blessing that you're grateful for. 1. What is this gift that you're grateful for? How does this nourish your life? How does it enrich your life? Feel the gratitude for this gift. And hold this gratitude in your heart. And I want you to move on to the second gift that you're truly grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for. Bring this to your conscious awareness. Acknowledge the value of this gift inside your heart. Allow this gratitude to grow inside your heart. Allow it to get bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger, until you feel that your whole body is tingling in a state of gratitude. Every cell in your body is in a state of shukr. For this gift. Now moving gently onto the third gift that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed you. Just want you to bring that to your conscious awareness. Being truly grateful for this gift. Now I'm going to say the statement Shukr Alhamdulillah, and after each time I say this, I want you to give thanks to Allah for as many gifts as you can remember or that you are consciously becoming aware of. Shukr Alhamdulillah. So I want you to feel this in your heart. So I want you to be thanking Allah from the heart for these gifts, these blessings. Every time I say Shukr Alhamdulillah. 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 Shukr, Alhamdulillah. Shukr, Alhamdulillah. So bringing attention to this gratitude around your heart. Let this feeling of gratitude grow outwards, expanding to fill your chest, your arms, your hands, your legs, and your feet. With each inhale, allow this feeling to grow, filling you up. I want to hold this feeling of gratitude. Now, inshallah, from this place of gratitude, from this place of abundance, from this place of prosperity and joy and harmony, inshallah, we're going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our needs to be met. So all your du'as that you have for your deen, for your dunya, for your akhirah. And now inshallah we're going to enter into this next phase of asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our needs from this place of gratitude, from us, the state of gratitude, and from a place of certainty, yaqeen and tawakkul and trust. Okay. So I want you to be very specific and very concise and clear in your du'as. So like I spoke about, being completely aligned with what you're seeing in your mind's eye, what you're uttering on your tongue, and what you're feeling in your body. Okay. You can raise your hands in du'a, or you can just feel that connection in your heart where you're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for your du'as to be met. Okay. So I'm going to take you into each of the areas of your life, and I want you to make a dua for each of those areas. Okay. And again, like I said, see the very best outcome. But ultimately, you're making the dua in the heart, but I'm guiding you to all the different aspects of our life. So Ya Allah, grant me health. What does that look like? See it in your mind. And feel that in your body. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is granting you good health. What does that look like? So this is you now making dua. Ya Allah, grant me good health. And hold that image and hold that feeling inside your heart. See the very best outcome. Ya Allah, grant me goodness in my relationships. So think of a relationship that you want to improve. See the very best outcome in your mind and in your body. See the best outcome. Nothing is impossible for Allah. He can heal what you may think is impossible. We are limited. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not. To see the very best outcome in your relationships. Hold that image and feel that emotion. Feel grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this dua having been accepted. Ya Allah, grant me goodness in the lives of my children. See the very best outcome. Maybe you want to focus on one child at a time, or you want to focus on all your children at the same time. Allah guide them and protect them. Make them fall amongst those who carry the banner of Islam the way it deserves to be carried. Allah, surround them with your light of protection. Allow only the good to enter and the negativity to repel. Surround them with good companions. So always see the very best outcome and feel that inside your body. Ya Allah, grant me an abundance in your rizq. If you're struggling financially, see the very best outcome. See Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opening and alleviating all your financial worries. See the very best outcome. He is the most generous. He's the Razik. He's the provider. So feel that inside every cell of your body that He is taking care of all your needs. See the best outcome in your mind's eye and feel that emotion in your body. If there's anything that you're struggling with, there's a problem that you're facing, see the best outcome in that. Ya Allah, open the doors. You are Al-Fatah. Even though I'm struggling with this, I know that you can make anything possible. You can open doors where there were no doors. And so, where you might be experiencing blockages, I want you to see the very best outcome. See that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is opening a way for you. He is taking away your worries, your problems. simply dissolving away. And so see the very best outcome. And feel that inside your heart. The joy, the gratitude, the happiness that you would feel, knowing that your du'as are being accepted. You just need to exercise patience in the meantime. Always see success. I want you to pray for good in the hereafter. Ya Allah, grant me, ask for your hereafter, ask for the best in the next life that is to come, the eternal abode. Feel as if your prayers are being answered one by one. It is so easy for Allah, but we have to go to Him with the correct adab. What does that feel like, knowing that your prayers are being answered? Your heart should be filled with a feeling of lightness, joy, abundance, and gratitude. You've taken your plea, you've taken your needs, your du'as to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the most generous, the most kind, the most merciful. I want you to hold this feeling inside your heart. Alhamdulillah. 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 Breathe, relax, surrender, and hold this feeling of trust, complete faith and conviction, and peace for a few moments, with a smile on your face and a feeling of gratitude in your heart. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Inshallah, take this feeling, this state with you for the rest of the day, inshallah. اللهم صل على محمد النبي وآله اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي وآله اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي وآله